You are watching Xirtus.
Addressing the controversy. Okay, so recently he was in a music video for an artist who shall not be mentioned because like they clearly suck now, and I have no respect for this Canadian pop star. So I had to write this quote about it. But basically, what happened was Asmongold was in a music video for this person, and Asmongold was removed from the video. They like censored his face in the video. And they put this logo up. They said, at the time of the recording, I was unaware of certain individuals' ethical beliefs. As a result, I've chosen to censor those whose values I do not support. Additionally, all funds generated by this video will be donated to the PCRF. Do you guys know what the PCRF is?
No, I want to know.
Well, of course, it's the Palestine Gaza Relief Fund. I mean,
yeah, because we can be certain that one of the most popular organizations collecting funds will certainly not, how do you call it, embezzle or in any way, shape, or form misuse the funds at all, right?
Oh, let's go a little further. I mean, they have a pedophile logo as their logo. It's a hand within a hand, you know, like a symbol within a symbol. Like, this is a big thing the FBI warns you about, the little hand within the big hand. So not only are you supporting an organization that's probably not helping Palestinians, but the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund might be doing something bad. I'm not calling them pedophiles here on this YouTube video. I wouldn't do that. So I wrote this. I was trained in internet comment etiquette, so I know exactly how to respond. Oh, look, one like, I haven't hated a musician this much since I was 12 years old and Metallica sued Napster. I vowed that day to never listen to Metallica again, and I kept my word sworn upon a satanic Bible and a blood oath. BBNO, I'm sorry, this is the musician we're not supposed to mention, is blocked, and ritualistically dark spirits have been summoned to protect my ears from the spew of vile wretchedness. May all who listen to that scum, musician not to be mentioned, have their ears pulled open by spider eggs, and may the musicians who's not to be mentioned career end here. Hashtag flat earth. Hashtag 9/11 was an inside job. Hashtag Canada, the 51st state. Hashtag space is fake. So, okay, that's my vibe. Okay, so then the AI that cost me $100.
So the main thing is just jump to the middle or something, and it's just hilarious to see because he's trying this AI tool, which I guess Gemini Pro, which currently is
$100 a month, and you can get amazing Google.
Well, if you have it discounted, it's $125. Otherwise, it's $250. But even here, it's But even here, it's funny because he's generating these fun videos of himself. But also, what's maybe the most hilarious is towards the end of the video, after his 5th generation, maybe it's 5 generations, the AI tells him, "Well, I'm sorry, you ran out of allowance for today. You maybe can come back tomorrow." So even if you're spending $125 or $250, you can just keep generating it, and there's not a rolling window or something, but it's per day. So of course they try to fleece everyone. It's just like with expensive graphics card, fleece everyone who either really needs it or for some reason is too excited to wait for a year when most likely the prices will crumble.
He did on Asmon Clips just show this one recently. Let me put the audio on here. I don't know if I'm gonna have any problems with his channel. He's probably pretty lenient on it, but this was really funny.
The Bible characters were influencers.
Yo, fam, they don't know that God is about to BRB.
They're straight up making biblical characters if they were influencers.
About to BRB. These Philistines thought they could flex on me. Big mistake.
Samson
just took some pre-workout and finna bring the house down.
He did.
This might be for some reason, I think David throwing a stone at Goliath, saying he's going to yeet a stone at Goliath.
He did.
Fam. Your boy David here, about to yeet this little stone at Goliath and see what happens.
Oh my God, bro.
Okay, so I told you.
It's Moses. Oh, shit.
All to trust the process. But no, y'all wanted to stay in Egypt stacking bricks.
This is like, to me, like, I mean, this is the future right here. Like the Bible, who even needs the King James version? We're going to have the TikTok AI version right here. Here's Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, like TikToking.
Bricks. Yo, it's Shadrach.
Moses sitting there talking.
This random dude just showed up. It's getting lit in here.
Oh my God.
Got the horses in the back. Horse tack is attached. Hat is matte black. Got the boots that's black to match.
Day 2.
Oh my god,
This is fuck.
this is
No
amazing,
snacks.
dude. Jesus in the tomb
No
right here.
Wi-Fi. No snacks. Just kind of waiting for God to respawn me.
You know I'm a daddy.
Just vibing.
They're
Oh,
looking a little sus.
I'm supposed to say that God got me pregnant? Yeah, there's no way my parents are buying this story.
Dude, I mean, like, right? Like, how can you even doubt it, bro? Yeah, tactical Noah. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like this is the future of belief structures because you just watch. I mean, how could you doubt it? I mean, imagine you show this to somebody. How are you going to doubt the Bible? You just saw it on TikTok. It's wild. Yeah, it's super wild. That's exactly right. The Manuela effect. Sure. I'll take it. Okay, and then so AI costs $100. Check out Asmongold. We're happy with him. So the Open University M366 Natural and Artificial Intelligence.
You switched out of the tab if you want to put it up again.
Oh, that's right, because I was doing the sound, the window. Okay, so M366. Let's call it that.
Yes.
Natural Artificial Intelligence.
So to disclose to everyone the grant education I received, this is actually a course I took many years ago. The Open University is like a UK university, I believe, pretty much made for working people. Actually, originally, you pay very little if you're a UK resident. You pay progressively more if you're from Europe or elsewhere. And this is kind of some part of the foundation of what I keep spewing out about AI and my views on it, because they teach you about finite state machines, some things about natural intelligence, some calculations which I almost failed because I actually had to do a test on this. And other than that, I did like social sciences and economy and so on, which is pretty easy to do. And here I almost failed the test, but I managed. So I got the credit. I just wanted to point this out. And actually, I believe this should exist somewhere for free. But I checked online, I could only find a few slides. So I'm not sure if the full course material is free. I know they have something called Open Learn, I believe, just like with Harvard and so on, where you have many
if it's
different
open,
courses.
how are you paying? If it should be open, that's like
Well, haha, you know, you don't you think the crown is still gonna tax you? You know?
Yeah, fair. Dang it. Do you even Fawlty Towers, bro? I Fawlty Towers pretty hard. I'm gonna be straight with you. I mean, John Cleese is my boy. Yeah, I Fawlty Towers hard. You know what he's talking about? Have you seen Fawlty Towers?
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't see it as fully related, but just for 2 seconds, since he brought it up, there's an incredible show after Monty Python. It's a British show, and it's about like this scum of the earth hotel guy in Britain who's running this cheap hotel that cheap British people go to. It's very important because a lot of people see British people like on TV. We'll have in America. Americans will look at a British person and think, "Oh, this is a sophisticated, civilized," which is funny because they throw poop out their windows and they only they knighted the guy who invented plumbing. They're not sending their best. But there was a point when Americans used to. I never did. I never looked at a British person and thought to myself, "Wow, this is a smart person." Like there's sometimes I'll be like, "This is an exception to the rule." You know, I like some British people, but it's not like, "Oh, British people are somehow better." You know, the way British people think about Americans, that's how I feel about British people. Like they're selling Orbit's gum because they have bad teeth. They wear bad suits. They're they're poor. They're undereducated. They use a bunch of words they don't understand. They never read the books that they mentioned. It's like the British people. So that's Fawlty Towers. It's like the best example of what real British people are like. Highly recommended. John Cleese from Monty Python, and also on my channel Rumpel and the Bailey. If you haven't seen Rumpel and the Bailey, it's my favorite show about British lawyers. It's about a lawyer in the Bailey, and he constantly represents the scum of the earth or the salt of the earth. I'm going to call this the salt of the earth because this guy's not scum at all. Actually, most of the people he represents are innocent until proven guilty, and he's had some pretty interesting circumstances where he's showing off what really the low-class British people are and fighting against this pretentious British elite, and showing that the British elite are fools and kind of disgusting. And that, like for instance, this young African British, this black British character here is being unfairly represented by a legal system. And he's doing his best he's wearing that wig. He could have been a Queen's Court lawyer, right? The Queen's Counsel, the QC, which means you're like the highest, the high of the British law. But no, he's stuck at the Bailey, which is like downtown. You know, that's where the people who can't afford a lawyer go. And I would highly recommend this show. Like, more ethically and more importantly, I would say this show is more important than Fawlty Towers. Okay, so we did the M366 artificial intelligence. Then we're pushing to the Google Conference 2025 by the Morpheus.
So
Dead
here,
internet.
maybe, yeah, skip into it. So I remember exactly what he was talking about. So I think he's also talking about these AI things, right?
Yeah.
And just showing different examples and how accurate they are compared to previous versions.
Dude, dead internet and AI married together super well with this fake video stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and also because someone posted quite a while back something along the lines of
In it.
something
Shout out,
along
Eugene.
something along the lines of that, you know, before what did he say? In 2025, internet doesn't remember squat. Someone commented a bit earlier. And yeah, that's the thing, because if you can memory hole stuff, or I'm even surprised that if you do a proper web search, even on mainstream engines, you can find Xirtus channel. You can find my channel. You can find David Ewing Jr. But still, I still have this eerie impression ever since 2016 at the latest, that still they skimmed so much away, which previously I thought was interesting on, you know, the back pages of Google search engine. And who knows how this will continue. And then, of course, you combine it with AI, you remove the original or whatever, you know, domain gets canceled, whatever happens, or it just gets downranked. And suddenly you have all this AI stuff. And I think this is even a problem someone recently pointed out, that if you now do an image search for certain things, or even other things, it's quite likely that you will find AI-generated stuff which is not clearly marked. So yeah, we are in truly the post, not even sure how to say it, post-truth.
Post-reality.
Even a thing.
Post-reality. We're post-truth. We're far past truth. We're like post-reality.
Watch Xirtus.
I just wanted to show this because I think it's so cool. This was the intro to today's show and done by Xirtus Amoeba. So shout out to @Xirtus Amoeba. Everyone kindly subscribe if you want to see Xirtus clips. And this is a track that I did for this Black Sapphire Casino show, and he just made this really cool, I think, AI enhanced thing. And again now, especially with the new VEO3 or whatever it's called, where you know, it's almost like they're waiting and be like, oh, let's put on a calendar date. You know, 1 year we give you 8-second clips, and 1 year later we're gonna make it more realistic. It also seems so as a contrived rollout. But anyways, what I want to say here is that I still think that this type of AI, which is non-perfect, will maybe in 10-20 years be a distinctive style unto itself, when you can always easily create something photorealistic, but then you would want to have something that looks cool but isn't actually, you know, entirely accurate. Also here, for some reason, they're on a roulette table, but then here you can see they're playing dice. But I think it's cool. So just wanted to give a shout out for an artwork, AI enhanced, well done by Xirtus Amoeba.
Beautiful. We love you, Xirtus Amoeba.
Watch Xirtus.